Welcome back to the Bluefield Sports Network, BSN, as we bring you Bluefield College Rams basketball. Earlier this evening, the women of Bluefield College fell to Tennessee Wesleyan by the score of 58-56. We have the scoring stats on that. We'll like to pass it along to you. Leading scorer for the Rams in that contest was Danae Cox. Danae had 12 points and 9 rebounds. Courtney Kendrick had 10 points before fouling out. 8 points for Mariah Mazik, 7 for Autumn Hash before she fouled out. 5 apiece for Adrienne Goodlett and Shelby Key. And 4 for Monique Robson. 2 for Denisha Goods. 3 for Whitney Smith. Kiara Bell Lanier played but did not score. Heartbreak of a game for the Rams, who were down 7 early and came back to lead by as many as 19 points. Their biggest lead was 19. That came with 6:28 to play in the third quarter. But Tennessee Wesleyan whittled away, and they held the Rams to only 7 points in the fourth quarter and gained a 58-56 win. The final basket coming with 6 seconds left. Bluefield College had a few shots there at the end. In that final 5 seconds, had 2 shots, neither one could drop, and Wesleyan picks up the win. Bluefield College drops to 5-5 on the season, 1-2 in the Appalachian Athletic Conference, and Tennessee Wesleyan moves to 2-3, and I believe they're 2-1 in the AAC. For Tennessee Wesleyan, their leading scorer was Hunter Simpson with 14, and Jara Casper had 13. Now coming up is the men's game here between the Rams and the Bulldogs. And the Rams coming into this contest with an 8-2 overall record, having last beaten Bluefield State on Monday night by the score of 85-69 over at Nedshot Gymnasium on the Bluefield State campus. Rams are 8-2, 1-0 in conference play, and Tennessee Wesleyan hasn't played as many games. They're 4-1 overall and 2-1 in the conference. We are about 1 minute away from introductions and then the starting lineups, and we will be bringing you the action. This is Bob Red on BSN, the Bluefield Sports Network.
Tennessee Wesleyan College, the Appalachian Athletic Conference, and the AIA welcome you to tonight's contest and ask that you join us in promoting character and sportsmanship in collegiate athletics. We ask that you show proper respect to participants of both teams as well as the officials. We sincerely hope that you enjoy the game and appreciate the efforts of all those involved. At this time, we ask you to please rise for the invocation to be delivered by Chaplain Chris Dover, and remain standing for our national anthem, tonight being presented by Roberta Williams.
Let us pray. Gracious God, for this Thanksgiving holiday we have just completed, we do indeed give you thanks for the chance to relax and rest and eat and enjoy family. Now it's time to play ball. As we do so, Lord, we ask that you would enable the athletes and participants, the officials, and all who are here to do their best. We pray this in Jesus' name. Amen.
We're so gallant.
And now for the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Rams of Bluefield College.
We're back on the BSN network, getting ready for the starting lineups. For Bluefield, starting in the guard, number 1, Tayon Henry, a 6'3" freshman from Charlotte, North Carolina. At another guard, Joseph McLean, a 6'3" senior from Philadelphia. At another guard, a 6'4" senior from Atlanta, Georgia, number 13, Zeke Williams. Man in the middle, 6'6" senior from Port Royal, Virginia, Alonzo Howard. And at a forward, a 6'6" freshman from Richmond, Virginia, number 32, Shakeem Asidu. Those are the starters for the Rams. And Coach Richard Morgan, assisted by Derek Price and Rodney Casey. Once again, the starters for the Rams, Tayon Henry, Joseph McLean, Zeke Williams, Zoe Howard, and Shakeem Asidu. Now for Tennessee Wesleyan, starting at a guard, Charles White, a 6'3" point guard from Huntsville, Alabama. At a guard, a 6'2" sophomore from Lenoir City, Tennessee, number 3, Jordan Hall. At a forward position, a 6'5" senior from Chattanooga, Tennessee, Trey Suttles. And number 24 at a forward, 6'6" senior from Jackson, Tennessee, Leland Robinson. And the final starter for the Bulldogs, a 6'6" senior from Cross, South Carolina, number 23, Devontae Jenkins. Head coach of the Bulldogs is Mike Poe. He's assisted by Ray Stone. Once again, the starting lineup for the Bulldogs, White, Hall, Suttles, Jenkins, and Robinson. We are here in the doghouse at Tennessee Wesleyan College. Nice little cozy gym, seats around, I'd say 300, 400 people. Reminds you of old school basketball. Don't know how old the building is, but it's a nice gymnasium here at Tennessee Wesleyan. Bluefield College comes out in their all blue uniforms with white numerals trimmed in blue. Bluefield across the front of the chest. Rams on the back of the jersey. Tennessee Wesleyan is dressed in a white uniform with gold numerals trimmed in blue. Zoe Howard to jump it up against Robinson, and the tip comes down to Wesleyan. White at the point, throws it over to Robinson. Back to White on the left wing. And we've got a whistle already. Foul's going to be called on Shakeem Asidu. That's Shakeem's first personal. Team foul number 1. Unlike the women's game in college men's ball, we still play 20-minute halves. Tennessee Wesleyan works it around. They get it down low to... Nope, traveling is called. They got it down low to Robinson, but Robinson walked, and it's a turnover. Wesleyan picks up pressure at the baseline. Rams, Tayon Henry gets it across court to JoJo McLean. They get it in the lane to Keem Hasidu, who loses a handle on it. Wesleyan back on transition. Shot up by Hall is no good. Battle for the rebound, and Howard comes down with it for the Rams. Not another place to seat a person in this gymnasium. We are full here tonight. Rams work the ball around the perimeter. Zeke on the left wing pops a 3. Good. Nope. Official holds out his hand and says 2-point basket. Foot on the line, 2-0 Rams. Bulldogs respond. Working around the perimeter. Left side, now back out top. Right side to Hall. Back out top they go to Robinson. Robinson drives on the Sea-Doo, kicks it out to Hall on the right wing, who drives into the paint. Off the glass, no good. Battle for the rebound. Howard comes down with it for the Rams. Tayon Henry works it up the court. He's double teamed. Now he finds an open Howard, who gets it to a Sea-Doo at the foul line. A Sea-Doo goes baseline to Zeke. Zeke drives into the paint, spins, fadeaway jumper, no good off the rim. JoJo McClain the rebound. New shot clock for the Rams. Henry works it on the right side. Drives the lane, and he's called for double dribbling. And Henry is like, what? 17:57 to play. In the opening half, the Rams with a 2-0 lead here at Tennessee Wesleyan. Wesleyan works it around the perimeter. 20 on the shot clock. They get it back out top to White. And we've got a whistle. Out of bounds. They pass it over on the right wing to Jordan Hall, and his foot was on the end line. Henry brings it up against pressure, passes it up to Williams. Zeke drives into the lane, loses the handle as he goes up, and he goes out of bounds. Turnover to TWC. Fast-paced action so far, but few points. 2-0, Rams on top. 17:30 to play in the opening half. White gets it over to Suttles. Over in the left corner is Robinson. Now he gets it back out top. Now they go down low to Suttles. Back out top of the key to Robinson for the three. No, doesn't fall. Zoe Howard with his third rebound already. Henry down the middle of the court. Drives, left-handed layup. Good! Tayon Henry goes nearly coast to coast. 4-0 Rams. 17:56 to play in the first. Inlet pass goes to Robinson. Robinson goes on the deck, and traveling is called. Bluefield College enters this game with an 8-2 record. Tennessee Wesleyan is 4-1. Wesleyan is 2-1 in the Appalachian Athletic Conference. The Rams are 1-0. Bluefield gets it inbounds against pressure. Williams in the backcourt, passes back to Henry. Tayon being pressured but gets away. Crosses the timeline with 1 second to spare. Right corner to McClain. Back out on the wing to Williams. Three. Yes! Zeke Williams with the three, and it's 7-0 Rams. Charles White calls the play. Now he drives. Puts up a shot against Henry. Misses. Gets his own rebound. And we've got a whistle on the rebound. Foul's called on Shaquem Asidu of Bluefield. That's Shaquem's second personal. And we've got 5 new Bulldogs coming into the game. Jeremy Davies, Joshua Chairs, Justin Simmons, Matt Brown, and I can't see the fifth. Shot from the left wing by Chairs is no good. Shot by Chairs was no good. Foul on the rebound was by Joe McClain. Joseph picks up his first. And looking to put it back up after a missed shot is Justin Simmons, who's at the free throw line for 2 shots. Simmons' first shot is good. And that's the first point for Tennessee Wesleyan. 7-1, Rams on top. 16-11 to play. One more shot for Simmons. Shot is up. Shot is good. 7-2. Full court pressure being applied by Tennessee Wesleyan. Stan Nelms in for Bluefield. Joseph McClain is fouled as he crosses midcourt by Chairs. It's Chairs' first. Team foul number 1 on the Bulldogs. JoJo will throw it in. Right across from us in midcourt. Throws it in the backcourt to Tayon Henry, who's met by Chairs as he crosses the center stripe. Zeke dribbles between the circles, bounce pass to McLean, who drives baseline, reverse layup. Doesn't fall, tipped by Howard, misses, and it's out of bounds. They say off Howard. 7-2, 15:49 to play in the opening half. Rams on top. Chairs brings it up, gives it to Simmons. Simmons to Davidson. Back to Simmons on the right wing. Bounce pass down in the blocks to Simmons. Hook shot, jumper doesn't fall. It's out of bounds off Bluefield. Coach Richard Morgan giving instructions down to our right. Rams going right to left this half. Bulldogs working around the perimeter to get it down low to Davison. His shot doesn't fall. Rebound comes down to Tayon Henry. Henry brings it up the floor. Surveys the defense, goes left side. Nelms sets a pick. Henry goes between the circles. Now back left, give and go with Nelms. Nelms misses. Rebound comes down to TWC's Matt Brown. Brown gets it back on the right wing. His bounce pass to Chairs, or Trey Tiller, who just came in, goes through Tiller's legs into the backcourt for a turnover. 7-2. Rams on top, 14:56 to play. And we've got a timeout by Tennessee Wesleyan. You're listening to BSN, the Bluefield Sports Network. Coming out of a timeout by Tennessee Wesleyan. The Rams lead 7-2. Just saw Coach Corey Mullins of the women's team. He'll come up and talk with us at halftime of this contest. In this one, the Rams lead 7-2 with 14:56 to play in the opening half. Tayon Henry dribbles and is fouled by Jeremy Davison. It's going to be Davison's first foul, third team foul on the homestanding Bulldogs. Zeke Williams will throw it in, gets it into Nelms, who gives it back to Zeke, who gives it to McLean between the circles. JoJo on the right wing gives it up to Henry. Tayon, guarded by Joshua Chairs, goes right wing to McLean. Shot clock is at 12. McLean on the right wing, looks to drive, steps inside the lane, has his shot blocked. Shot was blocked by Tiller. Tennessee Wesleyan back on offense. Skip pass across to Tiller. Over to Simmons. Simmons down low to Davison. Davison doesn't have a shot, kicks it back out to Simmons for the three, no good. Joseph McLean with the rebound for the Rams. Williams up the far sideline, shoots the three, no. And we've got a whistle away from the foul, away from the ball. Foul's gonna be on Jeremy Davison. Looked like he had a horse collar on Zoe Howard. So Davison gets called for his second personal foul. 13:55 to play in the opening half. Bluefield leads Tennessee Wesleyan 7-2. We have a media timeout. We'll be right back. Bob Red back with you from Athens, Tennessee at Tennessee Wesleyan College, where the Rams are leading the Bulldogs 7-2, 13:55 to play in the opening half. Gage Jesbeck on for the Rams, making his first appearance tonight. Bluefield to inbound underneath its own basket. Joseph McLean to throw it in. McLean throws it out high to Tayon Henry. Henry on the far right wing. Guarded. Gives it up to McLean. Over to Nelms. Stand between the circles. Gives it back to Henry on the left wing. Henry resets. Play clock down to 14. And we've got a whistle on the play as they get it down low to Gage Jesbeck. Foul is on number 1 for Tennessee Wesleyan. That's Trey Tiller. That's his first. Team foul number 4. Yes, back in for Bluefield. He's a 6'7" sophomore from Richmond, Virginia. Have a delay in the action for some reason. I believe we have Tiller has blood on his jersey and he's coming out. He's being replaced by Trey Suttles. Yeah, Tiller's receiving medical attention from the trainer on the Tennessee Wesleyan bench. Looks like blood on his elbow. McLean throws it deep into the backcourt where Nelms takes it. Bluefield with a new shot clock to work with. Henry crosses midcourt. Henry drives the lane, loses the ball, but he is fouled on the drive. Foul's going to be on Joshua Chairs. It'll be Chairs' second. Team foul number 5 on Tennessee Wesleyan. Returning for the Bulldogs is number 0, Charles White. White, a 6'3" senior from Huntsville, Alabama. McLean throws it in, and Williams takes it in the backcourt. He's guarded by White. Wesleyan in a man defense. White drives baseline, loses it, and he's fouled. Foul's going to be on White, his first, team foul number 6. Returning, well, soon to return for Tennessee Wesleyan will be Jordan Hall. Zeke Williams at the line. Zeke shooting 2. First shot's in and out, no good. Also returning for Tennessee Wesleyan is Leland Robinson. Williams with one more shot for the Rams. It's up. It's good. 8-2, 13-16 to play in the opening half. Bluefield on top of Tennessee Wesleyan. Wesleyan into the front court. Hall gets it back out top to White. Back on the right side of the Hall. Back between the circles to White. Play clock's at 13. Cross court into the corner. Hall with a shot from 15. No good. Rebound to Zeke. Zeke brings it down the far sideline. Drives the lane. And he's called for carrying the ball. Only one bucket for Tennessee Wesleyan here in the first half so far. Bluefield not much better. We have 3, along with 2 free throws. Bulldogs work it down in the corner to Robinson, who gets it back out top. Now they swing it around the perimeter over to Suttles. Suttles drives, and he's fouled. We're having a foul every 15 seconds, it seems like. That one's on Zeke Williams. That's Zeke's first. Team foul number 4 on the Rams. We've not played 8 minutes, and we already have 10 fouls. Alonzo Howard returns for Bluefield, replacing Stanthony Nelms. Bulldogs will throw it in underneath their own basket. Lob pass goes into Suttles. Suttles drives the lane, kisses it off the glass, and scores. 8-4. Give the basket to Trey Suttles. Pressure in the backcourt, and Henry is trapped in the corner. He loses the ball. Hall comes up with it, drives the lane, dishes off to Robinson, who misses a shot, puts it back up, and is fouled, and the basket is good. Correction, is Jenkins on the putback. Fouls on Tayon Henry. It's Tayon's first. Looking to complete the three-point play will be Devontae Jenkins. Jenkins' shot is good. And folks, we have us a one-point game, 8-7 with 12-12 to play in the opening half. Pressure once again in the backcourt being applied by Tennessee Wesleyan, but the Rams break it. McLean up the far sideline. Now he's trapped, gets it out to Howard. Zoe puts up an air ball. Rebound comes down to Suttles. Suttles gives it up to White, who gives it back to Suttles, who misses a three. Robinson pulls down the ball. Robinson drives, misses, rebound. Loose on the floor. We've got a foul on Tennessee Wesleyan. Joseph McLean went crashing to the floor. The foul's going to be on Trey Suttles. Suttles' first, seventh team foul. So from here on out, the Rams will be shooting free throws. That's the first foul on Suttles. Sidney Knox checks in for the first time for the Rams tonight. Knox is a 5'9" junior from Fayetteville, North Carolina. And Joseph McLean, the senior from Philly, steps to the charity stripe. His first shot is up and good. He will get the bonus. 9-7, 11:46 to play in the opening half. Bluefield on top. We are at Tennessee Wesleyan College in Athens, Tennessee. Second shot goes in and out. Rebound comes down to Robinson. Chairs brings it up the floor. Pass is stolen by Zeke Williams. Williams drives and throws it away. Williams was ahead of the pack and went to throw it to Nelms, but it was knocked out of bounds by Tennessee Wesleyan. The fans here wanted a foul on Nelms as he grabbed Jenkins by the waist on that. In all honesty, should have been a foul there. McLean throws it inbounds to Williams. Long threes off the mark. Rebound comes down to McLean, who puts it in for the bucket. Joseph McLean makes it 11-7 Rams. 11:20 to play in the opening half. Wesleyan works it around the perimeter. White up top, left side to Suttles. We got a whistle. And that's going to be Zeke Williams' second foul. 16th foul on Bluefield. Kadir Fulcher makes his first appearance for Bluefield tonight. Kadir's a 6'3" junior from Oxford, North Carolina. And Tayon Henry returns, replacing Zeke Williams. We've had 13 fouls called in only 9 minutes of action. Bulldogs working around the perimeter to get it down low to Robinson, who has the soft touch and gets it in. And we're tied at 11. Full court pressure being applied. Near still in the backcourt, but Henry corrals the ball and brings it across midcourt. Correction on the score, it's 11-9. Henry guarded closely. No 5-second call anymore in men's basketball. Over to Fulcher on the right side to Knox. Back to Nelms between the circles. Knox, top of the key. Double team, bounce pass over to Nelms. And there's a shot clock violation on the Rams. Could not get a shot off before the 30-second clock expired. Another new rule in men's basketball this year. The shot clock is 30 seconds instead of 35. Knox applying token pressure as White brings it across midcourt. They get it to Hall, three, top of the keys, an air ball, but the rebound comes down to Suttles, who gets it to Robinson. No look pass down low to Jenkins for the basket. And with 10 minutes to go in the half, we're tied at 11. Nelms gets it into Knox, back to Nelms. Henry gets it across midcourt and beats the timeline, drives to the basket, loses the handle on it. Out of bounds to Tennessee Wesleyan. Henry coming off a strong performance Monday night at Bluefield State, where he had 22 points. 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Hall has it on the right wing. Out top to Suttles. Left wing over to Jenkins. Jenkins gives it up to White. Shot clock's down to 5. White drives the lane, spins, shoots, has it blocked, but it's stolen back by Jenkins, who, like a receiver, tight roping the end line, calls timeout. 9:15 to play in the opening half. We are tied at 11. This is Bob Red, and you're listening to BSN, the Bluefield Sports Network. Bob Red back with you on BSN, the Bluefield Sports Network, as the Rams are tied with Tennessee Wesleyan College at 11, 9:15 to play in the opening half. Earlier tonight, the women fell by 2 points, 58-56, here at Tennessee Wesleyan. Hall has it on the left wing, back out top to Suttles. They swing it baseline to Jenkins, cross-court pass. They just work it around. Everybody touch. Robinson drives the lane. Blocked by Howard. Rebound comes down the hall. 3 on the shot clock, and we've got a foul. Foul is called on Kadir Fulcher. It's Kadir's first, team foul number 7. It's going to be a long night, folks, with all the bonus shooting and double bonus and the good foul shots here. At the line for Tennessee Wesleyan's Charles White, shooting 1-1. The first shot is good. White with one more shot. He gives Tennessee Wesleyan their first lead of the night at 12-11. Second shot's also good, 13-11. Checking in for Bluefield, Darius Scott. Scott's a 6'6" senior from Atlanta, Georgia. Scott's a big man, but he can shoot the 3. And on the inbounds play, they knocked it off Sidney Knox. Hall knocked it off Sidney Knox out of bounds, and the ball goes to Wesleyan. Inbound pass goes to Suttles. They work it out top to Robinson. Over on the left side to White. Back to Hall for the 3, in and out. Battle for the rebound. Darius comes down with it for the Rams. Scott with the rebound. Knox up court. Baseline J for JoJo McClain is good. It's a 3-point baseline jumper for JoJo McClain. 14-13, Bluefield back on top. Long 3 for Hall. Good. Hall got the 3 from the right wing. 16-14, Tennessee Wesleyan. Knox brings it across midcourt, and he's fouled by Robinson. It's Robinson's first foul, team foul number 8. Tayon Henry at the free throw line for 1-1 correction. As we said, Henry's a 6'3" freshman from Charlotte, North Carolina. Henry's first shot is good. Gets the bonus. Coach Richard Morgan's pulling all the Rams off the line, bringing them back. Henry with one more shot. He eyes the iron. His second shot is good. And we're tied at 16 with 8:10 to play in the half. White brings it across midcourt over to Robinson. On the wing they go to Brown, Matt Brown. Now to Suttles. Back to White. Shot clock's at 12. Long three by Brown is no good. Rebound comes down to Robinson, no good. Tip in by Suttles is good. Rams lose it. Henry has it stolen by Robinson. Robinson shoots, misses. Rebound to Suttles. Suttles puts it up, off the glass and in. And he's fouled. Foul is on Tayon Henry. It'll be Tayon's second. Suttles will be at the line looking to complete the three-point play. And he does. 7:37 to play in the first half, 21-16. Tennessee Wesleyan has opened a 5-point lead on the Rams. Rams break the press to get it up court to Zoe Howard. Zoe kicks it back out to Sydney Knox, who's called for traveling. Rams having a difficult period after holding the early lead. Seems like momentum is on the side of the Bulldogs at this point. White walks it across midcourt, swings it right side to Suttles. Suttles back to White. White back to Suttles between the circles, back to White on the wing. Foul line to Robinson, shot off the rim. Rebound comes down to Knox. Knox to Henry. Henry, right side to Darius Scott, who tries to go down low to Howard, and it goes out of bounds. Zeke Williams returns for Bluefield, replacing JoJo McClain. And we have a timeout on the floor. Media timeout. 6:56 to play in the half. It is Tennessee Wesleyan 21 to Rams 16. You're listening to Bluefield Rams basketball on BSN, the Bluefield Sports Network. (21, 15, 16). Tennessee Wesleyan leads Bluefield College. Wesleyan brings it across midcourt. Charles White stands out near the center circle, gives direction, throws it right side to Hall. Hall gives it back to White, back to Hall. Nearly stolen by Darius Scott. Hall got it back. White drives, spins, shoots, and scores. White worked hard for that basket against Tayon Henry. Nearly stolen on the press, but they get it up court to Zoe Howard. And as Howard goes up for the shot, they say that Hall fouled him. I thought for a second they were going to say it was a block. But give the foul to Jordan Hall. It's his first. Team foul number 9. Alonzo Howard at the line for 2 shots. 6:21 to play in the half, 23-16. Tennessee Wesleyan leads Bluefield. Zoe Howard shoots. First shot's good. One more shot for the senior from Port Royal, Virginia. Second shot's up and good. 23-18. 6:20 to play in the half. Coming up at halftime, we'll talk with women's coach Corey Mullins. Scramble for the ball before it got across midcourt, and it goes out of bounds, but it will stay with Tennessee Wesleyan. 22 on the shot clock, which means the Bulldogs have 2 seconds to get it across midcourt. They get it in to White, to Robinson. Left side of the hall for a three, no. Howard skies for the rebound for Bluefield. Knox brings it down the far sideline. He's guarded by Suttles. Knox gives it up to Williams. Zeke out top to Darius Scott. Left side to McLean. Back out top to Knox. Shot clock's down to 10. Free throw line shot by Howard does not fall. Rebound comes down to White for Wesleyan, but it's stolen by McLean and then lost out of bounds. McLean stole it, flipped it behind his back to Williams as Howard was going out of bounds, and he couldn't hold on to it, and Williams lost it out of bounds. So it'll be Wesleyan ball. The Bulldogs have a 5-point lead. They inbound under their own basket. Bounce pass is stolen by Howard. Over to Scott, to JoJo McLean. Good! McLean with the basket. Howard with the assist. 23-20. Rams down by 3. We approach the 5-minute mark in the first half. Bulldogs working around the perimeter. Shot clock's down to 15. Jenkins over to Hall. Back to Jenkins, who drives the lane, kicks it out to Robinson. Shot clock's at 5. White puts up the shot. No good. Rebound to Knox. Williams, 1-on-1 fast break against White, scores the bucket. And the Rams are within 1, 23-22, 4:40 to play in the half. White gives it up to Robinson, who passes it to Jenkins. And we've got extracurricular activity under the basket, and it's going to be on White with the foul. Charles White picks up his second personal offensive foul, so no shooting, but that is the 10th personal foul on, 10th team foul on Tennessee Wesleyan. Knox has the ball stolen in the backcourt by Suttles. Suttles drives, shoots, and scores. 25-22. Double team in the backcourt, but they get it across. Williams up the far sideline. Now he drives into the paint. Left-handed shot's good. Zeke makes it a 1-point game. 25-24, 4 minutes left. Suttles on the right wing. Drives into the paint, puts up an underhanded shot, misses. Tip in is good by Robinson. 27-24. Pressure is wreaking havoc in the backcourt for the Rams. Sidney Knox threw the ball away, turnover. And coming in for the Rams are Olatunji Ebefume and Kawante Cobbs. Cobbs, a 5'9" freshman from Danville, Virginia. Ebefume from Lagos, Nigeria, 6'3" junior. Bulldogs working around the perimeter. Now they get it low, hit a cutting Jenkins for the basket, and it's 29-24 with 3:24 to go. McLean breaks the press, drives to the hoop, misses a shot. Howard to rebound, puts it back up and in. Alonzo Howard, 29-26. Tennessee Wesleyan on top. 3:10 to play in the half. Anthony Nelms goes to the scorer's table to check in. Wesleyan gets it down low to Jenkins, but he's called for traveling. Anthony Nelms back in for Bluefield, and Matt Brown returns for Tennessee Wesleyan. 3-point ball game. Rams trail. Rams facing a tough TWC press. Nelms tried to pass it across, and it got kicked. Bluefield maintains possession, 25 on the shot clock. .256 left in the half. Cobbs takes the inbound pass in the backcourt, and Wesleyan goes to a 2-3 zone defense. McLean from the left wing's no good. Long pass up court goes to Hall, but defense is back for Bluefield College. and it's knocked out of bounds, and they say it will stay with Tennessee Wesleyan. Trey Suttles returns for Tennessee Wesleyan, replacing Jordan Hall. We have a 3-point ball game with 2 minutes 40 seconds left in the opening half. Bluefield College trails Tennessee Wesleyan 29-26. Charles White to throw it in for Wesleyan. Gets it in. They get it out top. They give it back to White, and we have a foul away from the basket on Wesleyan. And it's going to be on. Couldn't see the number. Number 20, Matt Brown. Be Brown's first foul. Another offensive foul. Nelms gets it in to Obafume. Still trying to get it across the timeline. Obafume gets it across. Throws it up to McLean. Back to Cobbs. Back to Cobbs and McLean. Play catch. Now they go baseline to Obafume. Obafume puts up a three-pointer from the baseline. It's an air ball. Rebound comes down to White. White bounce pass to Robinson. Back to White. Right wing to Suttles. Suttles hits the three. 32-26 with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Rams down. Obafume gets it across midcourt to Nelms. Nelms back to Cobbs. Cobbs bounce pass right side to Obafume. Back to Cobbs for the three. Kawante Cobbs with a long three. And the Rams are back within three with 1:30 left in the half. But Trey Suttles answers with a three on the Bulldogs end. JoJo McLean drives to the basket and is fouled. And these guys are racing faster than the Kentucky Derby. McLean is fouled by Devontae Jenkins. It's his first. Rams in the double bonus. McLean will shoot two. Shots up and good. Returning for Bluefield College is Tayon Henry. He replaces Olatunji Obafume. One more shot for Joseph McLean. JoJo's shot is up. In and out. The rebound comes down to Robinson. White walks it up the floor. 1:20 to play before halftime. Bluefield College trails Tennessee Wesleyan 35-30. Long shot by Brown is off the rim. Saved by Robinson, throws it back out top. They get it to White with a new 30. White to Suttles, who drives baseline. It's tipped, but Brown gets it. 13 on the shot clock. Long three by Suttles doesn't go. Robinson the rebound and the stick back. 37-30, biggest lead of the night for Tennessee Wesleyan. 40 seconds left in the half. Cobbs gets it across midcourt. Down low, they find Howard. Howard misses a layup, gets his own rebound, then has a shot blocked, gets the rebound. McLean puts it up, doesn't fall, but he's fouled. Rams can't find the bucket with close-in shots. Foul is on Devontae Jenkins. It's his second personal. McLean will go to the line for two shots with 30 seconds left in the half. McLean's first shot is up and good. Substitutions for Tennessee Wesleyan returning are Justin Simmons and Jordan Hall. One more shot for McLean. Looking to close the gap in the final seconds of the half. And it's good. 37-32, Wesleyan a 5-point lead Shot clock's off. 25 seconds left and counting as White brings it across midcourt and stands there. Bulldogs will play for one shot. Clock's down to 15. We're now at 10. We're at 6. Start to move. Robinson, top of the key with 3. Right side, Suttles 3. Hits it at the buzzer. Trey Suttles hits a 3 at the buzzer, and it's halftime. With the score, Tennessee Wesleyan 40, the Bluefield College Rams 32. You're listening to Bluefield College basketball on BSM, the Rams Sports Network. Stay tuned. We're going to talk, hopefully, with women's basketball coach Corey Mullins in a few moments. Once again, it's halftime with the score Tennessee Wesleyan 40, Bluefield College 32.
Oh, I'm talking to you.
Thank you. We are back at halftime, and we're joined by women's coach Corey Mullins. And coach, the hard work of the game for your girls.
Yeah, it was a tough one. I felt like we did some pretty good things defensively. Tennessee Wesleyan is really good. I think they're one of the best three-point shooting teams in our league. Coming in at shooting 40%, especially on their home court, they do a really good job. I was really pleased with how we defended and how we kind of took them out of the rhythm early. Unfortunately, in the second half, I don't know if we got tired or if they just got inspired a little bit more, but we couldn't keep them in front. We put them on the free throw line in the second half. They shot 18 free throws, and that was enough for them to win it tonight.
It seemed like they made that big run there in the fourth quarter. You had a 19-point lead, and your big girls got in foul trouble. You know, you lost Autumn, you lost Courtney.
Yeah, that was huge. When you look at the stats between those two, our post player had 17 points in 33 minutes, had 9 rebounds, shot 6 of 10 from the court, and 5 of 6 from the free throw line. And that's combined between Autumn and Courtney. Unfortunately, they got in foul trouble, and I couldn't play them for the last 7 minutes of the game because it would have been nice to have that option to go inside and get those easy buckets that they were getting throughout. But they're still young, and they're gonna have games like this where they've got to learn how to compete and do it without fouling and keep themselves in the game.
Well, Coach, they say that every game is a teaching moment, and even though you may have lost tonight, what are some of the teaching things that you were able to take away from this contest?
Well, I think it should be a pretty good confidence booster in our ability to go on the road in our conference against one of the better teams in the league and defend the way that we did. And these two games are really tough between Wesleyan and Bryan. Coach Rice does a great job, and Coach Smith does a great job tomorrow night. And so hopefully our confidence is boosted just by how well we played. And I told our girls they played their tails off, and I think they understand that, even though it is heartbreaking. You know, we also got to take advantage of some opportunities. We missed 5 out of our last free throws under 5 minutes there, or under 7 minutes. So we missed opportunities to increase our lead and put the pressure back on Tennessee Wesleyan and kind of stop that run they were making. So, you know, we gotta take advantage of those opportunities down the stretch. But you know, ultimately, I'm really pleased with how hard our team fought and how hard they played.
Changing the subject a little bit, this is, well, not the first overnight trip for your team this year, but we have an overnight trip, and a lot of coaches and people believe that going on the road and spending time together helps a team bond and cohese. Do you feel that that's something that's taking place on this trip?
Well, sure. I mean, I don't know how much we bonded on the bus trip because everybody was sleeping, but I think it is a good opportunity to kind of get away from normal life and spend some time together and spend some time in the hotel and eating out and walkthroughs and experience kind of what's kind of neat about being a college athlete. And I look forward to spending the next 24 hours with this team and seeing how we prepare for Brian. And definitely, I think, especially with a lot of new faces on our team, these opportunities are great for us to bond off the court as well.
And talk about Brian. Talk about the challenge you face against them. They are a tough squad, one of the top teams in our league.
Well, they are. They finally lost Monday night to Lee University by 5. Played them really tough. And, I've watched them twice on film already. And what they do is they pass the ball incredibly well. They're incredibly unselfish. And they run good motion offense. And what we've got to do is we've got to go out there and disrupt them a little bit like we did against Wesleyan in the first half tonight. And we got to be able to put 40 minutes together. And then defensively, they're just really solid. They clog up the lane. They don't let our athletes get to the rim like we like. And we've got to step up and hit some big-time shots. And we got to find some rhythm against their tough pack line D.
All right, Coach Corey Mullins, thank you for talking with us. Tough outcome tonight. The Lady Rams falling 58-56. Last-second shot by Tennessee Wesleyan for the victory.
Yeah, tough one, but we're still going to fight. Thanks, Bob.
All right. That is Bluefield College women's basketball coach Corey Mullins talking with us about tonight's game and a look ahead to tomorrow night when the Rams travel to Bryan, not too far from here, to take on another Appalachian Athletic Conference foe. We're going to break with you, but stay tuned. We have the second half coming up of the men's game. It's halftime. And the Tennessee Wesleyan leads Bluefield State 42-32 in the men's game. Stay tuned.